And also, we're just going to talk quickly about the new Venom. Do we think it's going to flop? I think it's going to flop. I think it's going to flop hard.
And why do you think it's going to flop?
Why do I think it's going to flop? Because...
Is it by Sony?
Yes.
So, they can have a Spider-Man in it?
They can have Spider-Man in it, but it can't be Tom Holland's Spider-Man. It has to be a different Spider-Man.
Why can't
and it has
Tom
to look
Holland's?
different to Spider-Man. Because Tom Holland's Spider-Man is officially on lease to Marvel, and he can only be in Marvel movies. Sony can't put him in their movies because that'd link their movies to the MCU, and they don't have
what about Andrew Garfield?
No. I love Andrew Garfield. I think he's an absolute diamond in the rough, but they will never get him anywhere near a spandex Spider-Man costume ever again.
I always felt that kind of ruined it, is putting too many bad guys into a movie.
Yeah, they didn't learn from their mistake in Spider-Man 3 when they were like just putting fucking bad guys in it.
Left and right, no fucking me. I was enjoying Spider-Man 3 till the dance scene. I'm like, man, this is a fucking
everyone was
class
enjoying the Spider-Man 3 until the dance scene and Venom being randomly in it. If they had just left Venom out of that and it was just Black Suit Spider-Man versus Sandman, would have been grand. Would have been fine. Yeah. And then they could have put Venom in the next one.
See,
they didn't want to.
I think if they did Rip Hunter Venom, where he's an agent, has no legs, and has legs with Venom, I think it would be a much better idea.
Agent Venom
is such... I haven't read any comics. No, I have. Actually, I have. That's right. But there's just a great idea.
See,
I see a spy movie with Venom, or an action movie with Venom.
That would have been sick. But you see, Sony won't take that kind of risk. Whereas Marvel would go, actually, this seems like a good idea we can run with. Sony goes...
I wonder, can they tell we're not in the studio today?
Yeah. People want superhero movies. Deadpool did really well. Logan did pretty well. Why don't we just do an R-rated movie with our fucking shit? We have a Venom. Venom's a bad guy.
Is Venom going to be 16s?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got to be R-rated. And see, my problem is the way they're going to make it R-rated is they're going to put a lot of unnecessary bullshit in it.
See, the thing is, people just have no faith in... Tom Hardy's a fantastic actor.
Tom Hardy is a fantastic actor, but you know what? He doesn't do superhero well.
Now, I thought Bane was a fine actor. He was great in Bane.
He was funny. I don't think Bane is supposed to be funny.
Bane is a very smart guy. At one point in the comics, they were trying to hint that Batman and Bane were brothers.
No, my favorite version of Bane is
Master Luchador Bane.
Yes, the one that's in Mystery of Batwoman, where he's voiced by the chauffeur from fucking Princess Diaries. He's my favorite Bane because he's mad Spanish for no reason. Even though obviously Bane comes from like South America, so obviously he has some sort of Hispanic nature to him.
And either his man or his dad was English. So that's where, one of his parents was English. So that's where the whole Tom Hardy English guy playing him, I was like, alright, that's alright.
Whatever you got.
He had a fun accent. Now, I wish they had, on the DVD, had both versions. One with the filter and one without the filter.
What do you mean the filter of him?
Because they overdubbed his voice. But then there's another version of the movie without it dubbed. Because those trailers were out it dubbed. Yeah. And he just sounds a bit muffled.
See, the bad thing about that voice of it being overdubbed or whatever is it's basically very mimicable with a cup. Like there's some people that just do a Bane impression by putting a cup over their mouths and just speaking. Or even just there. Sounds a bit like the Bane fucking voice.
Of course. What a lovely, lovely voice. That was yeah, so getting back to Venom.
Yeah.
So I didn't know it was going to be R-rated.
It's either R-rated or it's on the very high end of PG-13.
Oh, don't be PG-13.
Well, every superhero movie is PG-13. Somehow.
At least 15's A.
See, PG-13 is America's 15A. Yeah, like our 15A, the whole point of it is that, well, 15-year-olds ideally should go see it. 13-year-olds can go see it if their ma brings them or whatever. That's what 15A is. whereas fucking 16s is R-rated because only 16s and up.
But in America they have another one there, NC-17.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird one where it's not R-rated, but it more or less is.
Well, because the old one was X-rated, it was like 18s.
Well, X-rating was above 18s. It was like more or less porn, and then triple X is porn.
Because have you ever seen a movie called This film hasn't yet been rated?
This
film has not yet been rated.
Seen it, yeah.
It goes through the how they do it in America, which is just dumb.
Yeah, American rating systems don't make sense. They never have and they never will. But then to them, our one doesn't make sense either. So. You can tell we're not in the studio.
Yeah, I already made that joke.
I know, but it was on a different Fox panel. Was it this one?
Yeah, it was.
Still this one.
Like 5 minutes ago, man.
Sorry, bud.
I see what I'd love for a Venom movie is just him being
Venom.
Being a badass for the whole movie. None of this 3-act. Oh, he's unloved man, then he's a loved man, and he loses it, and then he gets to get back at the end, and he leaves the Venom alone. No, I want him to be a badass.
See, unfortunately, with Venom is a horribly homicidal, evil character.
Yeah,
you can't dispute that. That's who he started off being, and then eventually Eddie Brock got his mind back, and he stopped being a fucking psycho.
He was an anti-hero.
Yeah, that was eventually. See, in the trailers, he seems to be anti-hero straight off the bat. Like, he's Venom, but like he's not that bad. He's the main character. He has to be the good guy.
Who's he going against in this movie?
No idea.
Alright.
Dudes apparently. But like,
at least let him lose his legs. So he's a bit like
Agent Venom.
Such a good idea.
No. See, they won't do that. Like, they won't take risks. They're like, oh, we'll just use original Venom's character design, original Venom's alter ego, but we'll use all the other elements of all the other
Well, it is
Venoms.
better that he's buff. At least fucking the guy who did it in Spider-Man 3 was a whippet.
Was hilarious. They were just like, who's the antithesis of Tobey Maguire? It's Topher Grace, right?
He's
no.
the absolute opposite. No, they're basically identical.
Yeah.
They're basically twins. If you had
to swap them and made Topher Grace Spider-Man, would have made a difference. No one would have noticed.
His hair for 10 years in that 7 show was basically
Tobey Maguire's hair.
So if they didn't cut his hair before the movie, we'd be so fucking confused.
Yeah. Do you remember he left that highly successful TV show he was a part of to be in that fucking movie? I don't want to be typecast. Too late, pal.
You were playing a nerd forever.
It was 4 or 5 years, to be fair. Was it 5? It was 5 or 4 or 3.
What?
It wasn't a very long time.
The
70 show, yeah, it's been rerun so much.
8 seasons of it?
8 seasons, but he left in the 6th or the 5th or the 6th season.
It was the second last season he left.
That's what it must have been.
Back at the end of it because Donna's new boyfriend was basically just a copy of him, but not as fun.
Yeah, and they needed to close the fucking place out because that sucked. Nobody wants that. But yeah, the reason I think...
To record because you're ahead of me because we can't keep beside each other.
Yep. But yeah, so final thoughts on Venom is that it's gonna...
Final thoughts of what we think it's gonna flop. And it's gonna flop because it's 16s.
It's R-rated. It's not being made for the people that like it, much like every other fucking movie Sony's made.
I just don't know who's asking for it. This is another thing like Solo. No one's asking for Solo.
Nobody wanted Solo, and yet they made it anyway.
What people wanted was a fucking Jedi movie.
Or a Boba Fett movie. Like, if you're gonna make a Star Wars underworld movie, pick people from the underworld.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Han Solo is tippity top of the fucking Star Wars pantheon, up there with fucking Luke Skywalker, Leia, Obi-Wan, Yoda. Those guys, leave them in the saga movies. Like, I desperately want an Obi-Wan movie, but that's literally just because I want more Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan. That's it. That's all I want.
You know what? He wouldn't say no to it
because he's fucking... He likes it. He likes... We like him. He likes us.
All he has to do is grow his beard and fucking bing bang boom, he's done.
Did you see? He was at some award show and people were like, are you filming the new Obi-Wan movie? and he has like a full fuck off Obi-Wan beard, and he's like, well, they haven't contacted me about it, but if they did, I'd be totally down. Yes, they have contacted him about it. He's fucking ready.
Are they making an Obi-Wan movie?
Yeah, they've announced it.
Oh, right, good.
They haven't announced if he's casting it yet, but let's be fucking real. If they announce literally anyone else, no one will go see the movie and it'll be Solo all over again.
See, I just don't want them to do another movie between 3 and 4.
But they're going to. It's the only way they can make an Obi-Wan movie.
I have no problem with movies beforehand. Before 1. Like 1,000 years before 1.
You see, you have no problem with that, but apparently Kathleen fucking that bitch fucking does.
Who's she?
She's like the director of Lucasfilm, and she makes the decisions on what movies get made and stuff. And she apparently hates all Star Wars fans ever. Because every time they ask her to do something, she says fuck you under her breath and then loudly announces it to the entire room. Fuck you, fuck all the things you love, I hate you.
I'm so happy you have a job because of the people who love Star Wars. God, I just love an Old Republic movie, like the origins.
They will never make that movie.
Oh, like the origins of the Jedi.
They'll never make that movie either.
Like the whole idea that it was the Sith were their own people, and then the Dark Jedi, which were their own people, and then they became one.
Then they interbred, I believe is the term.
And then they killed each other, so they're going to be war 2, a master and apprentice forever. So once the apprentice is strong enough, he kills the master and he gets a new apprentice.
But that's how Sidious became so powerful, because listen, we're getting off track again.
We're not getting off track. I'm just saying Sidious was dumb not having multiple students. He did that. Yeah, he did.
He had Darth Maul at the same time as he had similar to the time when he had Dooku, and Dooku had a savage vengeance.
What was Dooku's dark name? It was
Tyrannus, because he was a tyrannical leader. That's why.
Was it Dark Tyrannical or just Tyrannical?
It was just Dark Tyrannus, like he was given the rank of Darth for some reason.
Oh, because it's Ian McKellen. No, Christopher Lee.
Yeah, there you go.
Who is English, who was in the Finnish army.
He's in the SAS.
He was also in the Finnish army.
That's because he's unreal. You look Christopher Lee alone.
He's in both for some reason.
Because Lee.
Don't know how you're in both. Not at the same time, obviously.
Anyway, my final thoughts on why Venom is going to be a flop, because no one wants this movie to. Well, some people do.
Who though?
But it's a very small minority of people that want the Venom movie.
It's like wrestling.
And, the only reason I'd want a Venom movie is if Spider-Man is in it, and guess who's not going to be in the Venom movie? Spider-Man. So
I hope they just don't, throw him in the last second. Carnage.
Like they did with Rhino, an amazing fucking.
I've never seen Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I really like the first one.
I think I've seen the end of that movie and some parts in the middle, and that's kind of it.
It's like Iron Man 3. I liked Iron Man 1. Iron Man 2 was a bit whatever, and Iron Man 3 I watched after so long of everyone saying it's so good. I watched it.
Iron Man 3 is dog shit.
I watched it and going, hey, wait, you've ruined the best baddie in Iron Man to be an actor, but like if DC did that, they'd be slaughtered.
See, the thing that's really bad about that is they fixed it in a thing I think it was in the DVD extras for like Thor Dark World, where the Mandarin comes and finds that guy and kills him. Like the actual Mandarin. And Villa's Mandarin.
Quickie will never, ever, ever be in them. Because he's a badass with 10. Even I remember the first movie where they said, the 10 rings. I'm like, deadly.
That's the Mandarin.
I can't wait to see him probably in the third movie.
And then they fuck you over with, I'm an actor. I was Gandhi.
Fucking the stupid first movie. Oh, my father figure is actually an evil guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I told.
The dude abides no more, bitch. But of Gatling guns.
Oh, the second movie. Oh, I told the guy how to make his weapon better.
Make it a robot. Right. I think we'll end our thoughts on Venom there, so we can have a Quickie episode uploaded by the end of the day.
That's a goddamn lie.
That was a goddamn lie. I know. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe, I suppose.
Whatever you want.
See you later, Jess.